All right, so today I'm working on my wife's 2006 Cadillac, and it is way past due on service for the transmission. Now, if you've worked on any of these 4L60s, 65Es, whatever, GM, they never put a drain bolt in the pan. So if you were to undo it, all the bolts, you're gonna have a lot of fluid that's just gonna dump everywhere and make a mess. So I stopped at Harbor Freight and I picked up one of these to suck the fluid out right there. It's working perfect. That way when I go to pull the pan off, it's not gonna spill all over me. It's not gonna spill all over the driveway. So it's gonna be a really great day. So anyway, we're gonna get all the fluid sucked out, and then we'll jack it up and we'll pull the pan off. Check the pan because this is high miles, so I'm suspecting it's pretty nasty in there. And we're gonna change the filter and clean the pan out and kind of see what we think, because my wife's car's got a shake, so it's either torque converter related, I'm thinking, or possibly a U-joint. Either way, transmission needs a little bit of love. So let's keep at it. All right, so here's the pan, and we're gonna undo all of these bolts, and our filter's gonna sit right in here. And you gotta be careful because there's no pan bolt to drain this. So we've sucked out a lot of the fluid here, but we're still gonna have some left over here. So when you undo these, leave some of the back bolts here loose so the pan will swing down. And then just let it drain into the catch pan. That way it doesn't go all over your driveway. And we'll get this off and we'll take the filter out. All right, so what I've done is I've got the pan dropped down like that. A lot of times fluid will come out there, and that's why you want your catch pan. If you don't care about a mess, you can just go ahead and pull it off. I'm trying to keep my driveway clean, so I've dropped the pan to get all of the fluid towards the front, and I've got the evacuator up on the top side sucking the fluid out, so I can try to minimize the amount of mess that would be made, if that makes sense. All right, so here's what your valve body, and this is your filter right here. This is what it all looks like. To get this pan off, I had to use a pry bar, and this is your shift linkage. Just had to kind of give it a little encouragement to get out of my way to get the pan off. So we're gonna pull the filter off. There is gonna be some fluid there, and it is gonna come out. So make sure you have your drain pan. We're gonna pull that out, and there's a seal in there, kind of like a thick fat O-ring. We're gonna pull it out, we'll install the new one, install the new filter, clean the pan out, and a new pan gasket, and we'll reinstall it. This is the inside of it. So you can see there is some black stuff in there. Not as bad as I was expecting it to, but obviously not great either. So I think we'll probably be okay on that. All right, so I've got the old filter pulled out right here. Okay. Now, what I didn't realize on these is that there's two different types of filters. There's a shallow pan and a deep pan. I didn't know what I had, so I got a shallow pan, which is wrong. So I'm gonna have to run over to the parts store, swap this one out with a deep pan, and put it back together. So off to the parts store, and we'll get the correct filter. All right, made a parts run, got the correct transmission filter. So happy days. We're gonna slam that in real quick. But I wanted to show you this little seal I'm talking about, because it's gonna be hard to see it because it's inside. So you're gonna have this little seal, okay, and it's gonna go just like that, and it's gonna sit on the neck of the filter just like that. Okay, now a tool you can use to get that out that I've had really good luck with is a little pick. You can reach up in there and pull it out. So pretty basic tool. You can get that pretty much anywhere. So we're gonna pull the pan back off and pull that little sealing ring out, put the new one in, new filter, pan and gasket, and then we're gonna refill it with fresh fluid, and we should be good to go. Okay, so you've got the new filter in. Another important step you need to take is to make sure you clean the inside of your pan. You want it as clean as you could possibly get it, because you don't want any of the old junk, old oil, all that other stuff inside to get recirculated. So make sure everything's nice and clean. We're gonna go throw this in, and then we'll put some fluid in. All right, so the pan is on. I used my impact just to kind of run the bolts up just snug. I didn't want to wrench on it really hard because I don't want to strip out the aluminum in here. And I used a socket and ratchet, just went around, snugged everything up so it's nice and tight. New gasket all the way around. So let's go put some oil in it, and we should be ready to rock and roll. All right, so I know this is gonna sound crazy because I'm sure a lot of people already know this, but I've had a few people who just simply don't know where to fill or how to even check your transmission fluid. So on this particular car, I don't have the dipstick in, but your dipstick is gonna be red. Looks something like that, okay? And on this one, it sits right here. So yellow is the oil, transmission's right here. Now the reason it's out is we're getting ready to put some fluid in there. So if you don't know how to check your fluid level, same thing with oil, pull that out. It's gonna have some marks. As long as it's within the lines, you're solid. So we're gonna put some oil in right there and do a test drive. So anyway, happy days. All right, so we filled it up. Everything's right where it needs to be. If you're not sure what kind of fluid you need to run, a lot of times it's stamped on the dipstick. This one is stamped, and it'll also tell you kind of like directions on how to check it. You want to be on level ground. It's got two marks, one for cold, so if you're checking first thing in the morning, versus if you're checking when it's hot, you go off either of those marks, and as long as you're within that range that it gives you on the dipstick, you can be good to go. So anyway, transmission is serviced and done. We are ready to go, and we'll dive into the next project. So coming soon.